Greetings, Slackers. It's July 28th, 2016, and I wanted to share an article I thought would be pretty interesting. Uh, this is from a few weeks back over on people.com. Man decides to donate kidney to woman he met online after just 4 dates, and now they're married. And so this is by Rose Minitaglio, and it says it's a match. And I'm not going to read this whole article because there's another article I'm going to go into directly after this. Natalie Russo and Mike Frias met on Match in 2014 and immediately felt a connection. When Natalie was rushed to the hospital for kidney failure days after their fourth date, she wasn't sure if her new boyfriend would stick around. But Mike did much more than that. After months of unsuccessful searching for a potential donor, Mike decided to get tested to be a donor for Natalie. It turned out that he was almost a perfect kidney match for his new girlfriend. The decision to donate was a no-brainer. Quote, I would have done anything for her, Frias tells People. We met at the right time, and that's just a testament that it was meant to be. Frias and Russo, both 34, underwent the successful kidney transplant surgery on March 21st, 2016, just ahead of their June wedding. We wouldn't have gone on this journey together if we both weren't worth it to each other, Russo tells People. We really came together during this difficult time. Our relationship bloomed, and now I know we can get through anything together. And so there's a picture of both of them together. The pair met after deciding to try online dating while they both were living in Santa Barbara, California in January of 2014 because they weren't meeting the right people. And so there's more to this, and I'll link to it below in the description box so you can go and read it there. Now, the other article I wanted to bring up is a direct contrast to this. I remember hearing about this story back in 2009. In fact, it was funny because I got into an argument with a female coworker about it because I I'll read it and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So this is from 2009, and this is over on the Daily News New York. You'll find this down in the description box below as well. Long Island doctor Richard Batista to estranged wife. Give me my kidney back or 1.5 million. And this is by Larry McShane. Let me read this real quick. Richard Batista can live with his broken heart. He just can't bear his cheating wife living with his healthy kidney. The Long Island doctor wants the one-time love of his life to pay 1.5 million for the organ he bestowed on her 8 years ago in a gift meant to save her life and their foundering marriage. There's no deeper pain you can ever express than to be betrayed by the person you devoted your life to, Batista told reporters in Garden City Wednesday. Quote, I saved her life, but the pain is unbearable. Batista charged his wife, Donnell, repaid his gesture by first sleeping with her physical therapist, and then denied him access to their 3 kids in an increasingly bitter divorce. Adding to his anguish, Batista insists his decision to donate his kidney in 2001 was in part a failed effort to rescue their troubled relationship. My first priority was to save her life, the 49-year-old doctor said. The second bonus was to turn our marriage around. Donna Batista survived. The marriage lasted just another 4 years, with the wife filing for divorce in July 2005. The once happy pair met 2 decades ago when he was a resident and she a training nurse at North Shore Hospital. They were married in August 1990, celebrating with a lavish Long Island reception, and were soon living in a $1 million Massapequa home. The couple shared the joy of 3 daughters, but Donnell was battling kidney failure and the couple's relationship turned shaky. Her husband, a surgeon at Nassau University Medical Center, injected her 3 times a week with medication as part of her healthcare regime. Donnell's health continued to deteriorate. After 2 transplants failed, her husband volunteered to donate one of his kidneys and discovered he was a match, and in 1 out of 700,000 shot. Quote, I was the first and only one to step to the plate, the doctor recalled. Without his donation, Darnell faced a long wait. There are 6,748 people awaiting kidneys in New York State and New York organ donor networks say. Successful surgery followed at a Minnesota hospital on June 28, 2001. Batista said he was looking forward to happier times with his now healthy bride, but his hopes proved futile. Nothing changed, he said. Donnell Batista viewed the kidney as a new lease on life, too. She returned to school to earn a master's degree in nursing and took up karate, her husband said. After an injury suffered while trying to earn her black belt, she began physical therapy, which involved into an affair with her therapist, Batista said. It put a hole in my heart that still exists, Batista said, and his wife's disloyalty. To this day, I'm a man of pride. To be betrayed that way, humiliated, I can't even begin to say. Donnell Batista was not at her home Wednesday. Her lawyer did not return a call for comment. Batista said the ongoing ugliness began one day of their divorce. She slapped me with the divorce papers when I was in surgery trying to save another person's life, he fumed. The case was apparently the first of its kind in New York State. Julia Rivera of the New York Organ Donor Network said she never heard of anything similar. This is extraordinary, the spokeswoman said. Batista insisted his cash for kidney claim was a direct result of his wife's behavior. He said he hasn't seen his three daughters, ages 14, 11, and 8, in months. This is my last resort, Batista said. I didn't want to be in the public eye. Despite the animosity, Batista insisted he would donate the kidney all over again to his, hopefully, soon-to-be ex. He fondly recalls a visit to her room on the day of the surgery. There was no greater feeling on this planet, he said. As God is my witness, I felt as if I could put my arm around Jesus Christ. I was walking on a cloud. Now, I remember this story, and so I was getting into it with a coworker about this because I agree with this dude. He should either get his organ back or he should get some money in exchange for it. And we really don't know the dynamics of what the relationship was like prior to him donating the kidney. Maybe she did this out of spite or something. We don't know that. But the fact that, and here's the side that I took, was, this man gave up his organ so he could see his wife continue to live and he could enjoy his days with his wife. Okay? His heart was in the right place. His head was in the right place, is what it sounds like. And for her to get that organ and then turn around and cheat on this man just speaks all kind of volumes of wrong. It's not right. And that's my opinion. But go ahead and leave yours down in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this articles, these two. And, I ask you the question, would you donate an organ to someone you just met? Are you nice like that? Me, maybe not so much. Anyways, that's going to do it for this article. I will catch you in the next one.